Hey, everyone, welcome back. Thanks for watching again. This is Rick Bosley with the Bosley team at Keller Williams and also 3L Coaching. And as promised, what we're doing here is really focused and hyper-focused on giving you valuable content that you can watch. And this week's method is specifically catered towards buyers. Most of the time, if you're selling, then a lot of our customers are moving up or moving out. So many of our sellers are also buyers because you got to move somewhere, right? Or your first-time home buyers. This really applies to everybody going, what does the buyer market look like? And before we get into that, I wanted to share with you really what we've been leaning into at a high level. And if you are also using it, I'd love to hear why or how and what's been your favorite thing about artificial intelligence. So AI is something that we're really leaning into and utilizing. I want to share with you an example of how we've done it. So if you're watching this and you can see it, great. If you're listening to this somehow, I'll share with you what it is. But I've got shared here the ChatGPT. And I went to an AI class when I was at the convention in Las Vegas a couple months back. And the AI class, amongst everything else, one thing that they did take away by saying, just pay for the $20 a month pro version, and that gets you the ChatGPT 4.0. The ChatGPT 4.0. So I put in a prompt, and the prompt was, I'm making my weekly vlog or market update, and this week I'm providing value to buyers or investors. Give me 3 ideas and talking points for current and topical content for buyers in the Orlando area. And it said no problem, and talked about the buyer's market and the shift that we're having, the advantage to it, investment opportunities, and how can we look at that, and why is it a good opportunity to invest, and then also navigating the market and being strategic in 2025. That's great, and we can use it for a lot of those reasons. And we straight up just have a conversation. It gives us sources. If you're not using it yet, consider using it. But here's something I recently discovered. Take a look at this. And if I go to voice mode, now this might creep you guys out a little bit, but hey, ChatGPT, how are you today?
Hey there, not creepy at all. I'm just a friendly AI. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? What's on your mind today?
Okay, so if we go into it, what I'd like to do is I've got an audience listening to us right now, and they're interested about buying real estate in Orlando, and they're not sure if now's a good time. And I want to ask you, what are some reasons or what are some things you would advise a potential buyer in this market to look out for or to consider as they're looking to buy? Is there the best time? What should they look at for interest rates? What should they do to look for certain homes? Or certain questions they might not know to ask otherwise. So what advice can you give to our audience right now who are potential buyers?
Ooh, great question. All right, here we go. First off, I'd advise potential buyers to keep a close eye on interest rates. Even though rates might seem a bit high right now, small fluctuations can make a big difference in your monthly payment. So it's smart to lock in a rate when you see a dip. Next, focus on understanding the local market conditions. Are there more homes on the market? Are homes selling quickly, or are they sitting for a while? Right now in Orlando, inventory is increasing, which could give buyers more negotiating power and options. And here's a key point. Always get a thorough home inspection. Even if a house looks perfect, you want to make sure there aren't hidden issues that could turn into costly repairs down the line. Also, encourage buyers to ask their agent about any upcoming developments or infrastructure projects in the area. New schools, parks, or commercial developments can boost property values over time. Finally, let them know it's all about timing and personal goals. If they're planning to stay in the home for several years, a small dip or rise in prices won't matter as much in the long run. How's that for a start? We can
Hey,
dive into any
nope, this is a good start. We won't dive any further. I'm going to take your notes and we'll talk it to the audience there once I go separate. Thanks for jumping on here. And I talk to you like you're a real human, even though I know you're AI. And it's just kind of it's becoming strange. But thank you.
Haha, no worries. I'm here to be as real and helpful as possible. I'm thrilled you found the notes useful, and I'm sure your audience will love it. If you ever want to brainstorm or dive deeper, you know where to find me. Good luck with the vlog and keep rocking it.
Keep rocking it. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Okay, so I said bye-bye like it's just normal. And then here's what's pretty cool about ChatGPT. Although we're talking about the buyers, it also recorded this entire conversation. So this is what I said, and this is what she said. Ooh, great question. All right, here we go. First off. And we can take all of this, and how's that for a start? We can dive into it. Now watch this. I can say, take your response. We won't dive into that. So let's talk about what she did say here, because this is data that she's getting. What she just read was thousands of different material on Realtor.com, on Zillow, on Redfin, on Inman News, on National Association of Realtors, different economical sites, and it knows about local market conditions. So it says keep it a key interest or close interest in interest rates. Interest rates right now are staying around the sixes. They got a little bit lower, a little bit higher. And the interest rates, if you don't know already, it follows inflation. So as we see inflation, everything that's happening to the economy, interest rates will slightly follow. 6 is truly that happy medium. If we look for balanced, 6 is actually very, very balanced. Less than 6 is advantageous. More than 6, a little bit high. We're in a very balanced market for interest rates right now. And that is correct. Another thing I want you to think about when you're buying is taxes. A lot of our buyers look at taxes and realize that the taxes when you buy a house are attached to the house and the previous owner. Based on the owner, is it homestead? Is it primary? How long have they been in the home for? In 2008, the Save Our Homes Act was put into place that really capped the growth of your taxes that have no more than 3% a year. So even when the market was going by 10, 15, 20% appreciation year over year, your taxes went up by 3%. So if you see two very similar houses and one says taxes are $2,400, the other say taxes are $6,000, don't take that into bearing, because as soon as you buy it, then you're going to have your taxable, and you'll see the trim notice, and TRIM stands for the truth in millage, the truth in millage, and that's going to be what your taxes are for. So when you're talking with us and when we're helping you with that, we're going to look at what are the interest rates. We're going to look at what are the taxes. We can get a insurance broker, or our partner Urban Young, or any insurance broker can get you a quote even before you make an offer in, to really understand what will that month to month look like. But we want to be able to look at that, so when we see it, you can lock it in. And when you lock it in, you do need a house attached to it, but then we're going to lock it in. Then we're going to look at local market conditions. She says, are there more homes on the market? Are they selling quickly? Are they sitting for a while? So this is a good old-fashioned game of musical chairs. And the more homes on the market and the less people buying, it's just a supply and demand issue, which gives the buyers options. Interest or not interest rates, the average days on market have gone up to about 65 days on market on average. 65 days. So over 2 months, a house is going to sit before it goes pending on average. Of course, the good ones go fast, and the not so good ones, or the great ones that aren't priced well, will sit longer than that. If you're hearing this and you've got a house that's longer than 65 days, doesn't mean you don't have a great house. It just means your price doesn't match the competition's price, and there's other value out there, because there are about 13 to 14,000 homes for sale right now and less than 3,000 homes selling. And so if you do the math, there are a lot of options that can be out there. Getting a thorough home inspection. This is very important. Make sure you've got a reputable company with a home inspections. There's several types of home inspectors out there. We're happy with our partners. And one thing I want to encourage, as you get it, whatever package you get, just make sure they have what I think is the most important thing is the FLIR, FLIR. It's the infrared, see through the walls. You can trigger it over here, and you're going to see if wiring is overbearing and it's too hot. You're going to see if there's moisture in the wall. You're going to see where the pipe is going, where the plug's going. Has the sink ever flooded? You're going to see any moisture. You're going to see the temperature of the air conditioner, where the air ducts are. So it almost gives you x-ray vision. And the home inspector that doesn't have the FLIR, to me, is kind of just like your really smart uncle who used to build houses and can check the infrastructure. And it's good, but you take it off those x-ray vision glasses and you'll see a heck of a lot more. So check that out. And then also when you get your home inspection, you want to get the wind mitigation and the 4-point. These are the two things that your insurance broker is going to want to see to help give you a further discounts in home inspections. When you, home insurance, excuse me, when you get your home inspection, do not give the full report to your insurance broker. They don't want to see it. All they want is the wind mitigation and the 4-point. So that's going to be on home inspections. And then, future zoning, upcoming developments, future land use, infrastructure. It says you can boost property over time, but maybe you want to be super rural. Maybe you back up, you want to go, what developments could be going on back there, and how will that impact me? So looking at future use, you can call, and typically they'll have something in the next 5 years. Do they plan to expand the road? Is there a plan for it? Is there a plan for development? Is it turning agricultural into multi-use or multifamily? What does that look like? It'll help you. So you can take a look doing your home inspection. A lot of people, when they get their home under contract, you do have that home inspection period. The contract defaults to 15 days. We're seeing people somewhere in between, I'd say 8 to 15. 10 is pretty common. I want you to make sure that you and your realtor, though, hopefully us, But you realize it's not just an inspection period, it's your due diligence. It's the time for you to look at everything, including your commute to work, including, are you driving due east every morning and due west every afternoon? And how are you going to enjoy that sun in your eye drive? These are things, hopefully you do it before you get under contract, but that 7, 10, 12, 15, whatever days that you have to do your inspection period is your due diligence period for you to look at everything about the house. The house is as is. So in that period, you can walk away for whatever reason if you choose to. And being as is, the seller doesn't have to fix anything if they don't want to. Usually, you can go in there and let the seller know, I've had these findings, and based on these findings, I would like you to repair ABC or reduce the price by X or offer further concessions so I can repair it. And the seller can say yes, no, maybe so, right in the middle. And that's part of the as-is contract. So as you're going through there, it's important to have an agent who's got a team of professionals who can give you accurate pricing, accurate timelines, protect your escrow, and do everything they can to help you get into a house, but not get into a house and then have to pull out the wallet to do over and over again of things that weren't inspected. So that's all I've got to say today and this week. And I trust you found value not only in seeing a little demonstration of the power of what ChatGPT is doing and how it can be super efficient in our research and our content. At the end of the day, it just got me started. Then I took the microphone and I went from there, and there's no script. This is us talking right now straight to you. If you found value, please like, subscribe, comment, whatever you do to social media to make sure you hear some more. And if you got this, then you're probably going to get in next week. So don't unsubscribe. Give us a call. Say, hey, just kindly remove me. That would be helpful as well. That way we don't get any dings from the algorithms at Google. And until then, we'll see you next week. Next week, I'll give you a market update, market condition. We'll have the most up-to-date and accurate numbers out of what is the inventory doing specifically in Central Florida. And we'll let you know what's happening so you can make plans for your summer to buy, sell, or invest. Thanks again for listening. I'm Rick Bosley of the Bosley team and 3L Coaching. Have a great day. Take care.